Hello, students. For those of you absent, here's what happened in class over this past week. Before we get into it, let us be aware that over the break, some odd things happened. Now, I know you've all been very careful, but over this past break, we've somehow lost 3 more students in the school.
There is no need for alarm. I've heard growing rumors among the students that 2 of them are on vacation and 1 might transfer out. No need to worry.
No, there is a reason to worry. Listen, kids, I know this place is weird here and there and everywhere, but this is ridiculous. I thought the whole disappearing student thing was starting to fade away. I'm starting to get worried and kind of frustrated.
I don't think we should go over this now. You went over this last week, and I'm sure all of the students are already concerned without you bringing it up again. I'm worried too. I love all of our students, but I don't want to worry them. Shall we move on with the lesson?
Moving on. Students, please, be careful. Monday, we started off with the Vesper theory, which stands for valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. It's used with the Lewis theory to predict the shapes of molecules. The theory is based on the idea that electron groups, lone pairs, single bonds, or multiple bonds, repel each other. This repulsion between the negative charges of electron groups on the central atom determines the geometry of the molecule.
VSEPR is based on the idea that electrons, as negatively charged particles, want to be as far away as possible from the other electrons, but they stay contained, rotating around the protons because of its positive charge. Magnets circling around each other. Tuesday, we played with balloons.
Yes, water balloons, hydrogen balloons, and balloon animals. We tied them together to model the different shapes that molecules have with the Vesper theory. 2 balloons stayed opposite to each other in lines, showing a linear shape. 3 showed a triangular shape, trigonal planar. Yes, these were on your test on Wednesday. Yes, you should remember them.
4 balloons tied together created a tetrahedral shape, like a pyramid. 5 balloons created the trigonal bipyramidal shape, as if you'd glued 2 pyramids' bases together. Finally, 6 balloons tied together made the octahedral, not the cathedral, shape.
I'll admit, though, we probably should have just used regular balloons. Water balloons just flopped around, and the balloon animals just looked like sad tapeworms.
It wasn't all that bad, though. A bit odd, but fun nevertheless. Wednesday, we had a quiz going over those.
It was surprisingly good. Something actually went well, which is not a surprise. Thursday, we went over how this isn't to say that all molecules with 2 atoms are linear, 3 make trigonal planar, and so on. These just show the theoretical shapes of atoms when they are bonded together.
For example, carbon dioxide is a linear molecule, even though it has 3 different atoms. Using the Lewis structure we learned about 2 weeks ago, we can draw it out with 4 dots on each O and 2 lines connecting each O to the C. The carbon is the middle point, and the oxygens want nothing to do with each other because of their negativity.
We went over these on Friday, wrapping up the week. In other words, for example, consider CO2, which has the Lewis structure. The geometry is determined by the repulsion between the 2 electron groups, the 2 double bonds between C and O's. These 2 electron groups get as far away from each other as possible, resulting in a bond angle of 180 degrees, and is categorized as linear geometry.
Remember that term, linear geometry. I know you may not all be fond of math, but don't let the word geometry get you down.
For homework, go over the Lewis dot structures, and make some balloons. Bonus points if you can show us proof that you did it how we did it in class. Maybe record it. I don't know, I don't really feel like watching that. Have a parent sign something or something. I don't know. Anyway, students, please be careful out there. The world is a dangerous place.
Yeah, spit out some wisdom, Mr. B.
Ew, don't say that. But I am serious. Take care of yourselves. Make balloons, or balloon tapeworms. We'll see you next week.